Hello, welcome back everybody. My name is Olnuzola, and today's video is another video for my participation in the 31 Days of Tarot Challenge 2021. This is the prompt for the 6th day, which is the tarot deck, or the deck you finally crossed off your wish list in 2020. I think I bought 3 decks last year. Sorry, I got distracted because I think a delivery guy is about to come here. Well, anyway, but there was only one that was on my wish list, and it is the Labyrinth tarot. This one, but still it was an impulse buy, I must say, but I had it on my wish list for a while, and so this video is gonna be the why it was on my wish list, also a little review, even though I haven't studied it properly yet, but I'm going to make a review anyway because it is a striking deck. It is a different deck. I found out when I got it last month, and I couldn't find a lot of information on YouTube about this. I did see that there is a book about it. I don't have the book yet, so I'm interested in if you know this deck, if you have this deck, is there somebody watching that has the book? I'd like to know from you, what do you think? Is the book worth it? So number one, why did I had this deck on my wish list? First of all, I didn't had it a long time on my wish list. There are decks on my wish list that I actually prefer to buy, but this just, yeah, it was spontaneous. I saw it again. I saw it firstly on somebody's YouTube, and the major arcanas, I must say, and it is, these are the cards, and they just really intrigued me because of the sepia and the gold, and the fact that it's not, why isn't it really getting clear? The fact that it is not only sepia, because sometimes there's also a little bit of blue and gray in it. It's super whimsical, dreamy, middle-agey. Come on. Sorry, I just got a little bit frustrated about this quality of the camera. I mean, where are we? 2002? Like, I just want you to see a clear. Image. And the fact that look, like for example, this Temperance card, and it's super sexy as well. You see this smoke, it's a bit blue, and I find that very interesting as an artist myself. It pulls me in. It gives me a sense of time traveling. Yeah, it just ignites my senses. The fact that it is not in full color gives us, the camera's outside, gives us the opportunity to interpret it or decide that for ourselves. So there's no distraction. But the fact that the creator, which is, I think I learned after I received this deck, is a quite well-known illustrator in the fantasy world. The fact that he chose to put some extra colors to it does make it more lively, rather than when it was just only, like here, the moon card. Look, you see that energy, that glow that comes from it? And now that I received it, it was a surprise. Well, first a minor surprise and a pleasant surprise. The cards are gorgeous because this material, you can't, no, you can't see it. I think it's like bronze. It has a little bit of very subtle metallic glittery vibe to it, and I don't know if it was his intention, but the words and the information in the borders, the titles and stuff, there's something about it. It's not very clear. It's difficult to explain. It's not very clear. No, it's not very clear. Camera. Jeez. Well, I have to just tell you about it. It's not very clear, which gives it some sort of a 3D effect. And then I discovered the rest, and wow, I didn't do research on this deck. First of all, there is no clue to a labyrinth in the images, but maybe it's metaphorically because the wands are green. What the heck? Where am I? The cups are red. What? Yeah, and the pentacles or the discs are gold, which is to me more it makes more sense. And the swords are blue, which is fine with me because air, blue, throat chakra. Yeah. But the wands being green, so they're all green. By the way, whoa, they're so aggressive. Like, what? What the fuck is, oh, I'm sorry. The fuck is with this camera, man? It used to sharpen. They're so aggressive. Like, the first time I saw it, I was like, whoa. These are like straight murder weapons from medieval times. Like, you know, from the torture, the times where they tortured people and stuff. It's a bit frightening. Court cards also have the same colors, and I think that they're gorgeous. Sharpen. Golden discs. Nudity. I just find that beautiful. I don't really care about that, but I understand it as being an artist. I really, guys, I'm so sorry. I really don't understand why it's not really making it clear. Yeah, the nudity, I don't mind it. I think it's beautiful. I wouldn't be mad if it wasn't there. I tend to paint women with bare breasts, and I can see myself in these women. They're almost all the same person, and it's like yeah, why? This is fucking up my whole video, man. No. Excuse me. Where was I? This just this is distracting me. Let's continue, because the weirdest thing to me, it's also the music. The weirdest thing to me is the fact that the cups are red and the wands are green. And then on top of that all, the Queen of Cups is holding a sword, and there's fire coming out of the cups in all of them. Maybe like the Knight of Cups. And that brings me to another point. So when I read the cards, I prefer to read intuitively and not with the books, but I do use the books as a second option. That can be because I'm just curious what the book or the makers say about it, what their intentions are, you know, as an extension to what I see myself. Or sometimes when I don't get a card in a deck. So the white book is, first of all, it's like this. But then, for example, this Knight of Cups. Now, how would you interpret this? Because I had this, I pulled this card, or I was just browsing through it, I can't remember. So first of all, when I think about the cups being red, I immediately think of sex, pleasure. Wow, that sex came out pretty fast. I actually meant to say passion. But apparently in my subconscious, yeah, sex, pleasure, creativity, yeah, creation, blood as being the source, you know, a life source. But then here, this Knight of Cups, take a look at it. What is his posture? I get a bit of like a struggling vibe from it. You know, he walks past these flames, again, so much fire. But he's, you know, he's like that. It's not like I'm going for it. He looks tired, like what is it? The seven of wands type of vibe, you know, like the last, like he is determined to go, but he's so tired to fight, you know. I'm curious if you thought about that the same. Now let's see what the book says. Like, I was like, what? English, see, this isn't handy, because where is the English? Oh, here, decisions. The Knight of Cups. It says, a relation which appears swiftly on horseback. Does this look swiftly to you? The horse isn't, this isn't swift. I mean, fire is supposed to be swift, yes. But this is a cup card with fire in it, and neither the horse or the knight appears to be swift. Like, it is the book. And then on top of that, it says, its relaxed appearance leads us to be seduced. Swift and relaxed appearance leads us to be seduced. No, it doesn't. In an agreeable, conciliatory, and harmonious way, it tries to penetrate our heart. So, but, oh yeah, and there are other things, because some cards, the cards have astrology sigils on it, but not in a traditional way, which I find interesting. Like an Aries sigil on the Hanged Man, for example. What else? Mars, Pisces, and Scorpio on the Justice card. Venus and Taurus on the Emperor card. I can continue. Venus and Gemini on the Empress card. It also has sigils that I don't know, and they do reoccur. So it's a confusing deck, which maybe is the name. Maybe that's because maybe that's the reason why it is called the Labyrinth Tarot. Because you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Or you're like, no, this doesn't make sense at all. If you would imagine, if you would walk into a labyrinth, that is what happens, right? So, oh, and these are the backs, by the way. You see here, you see the metallic part a little bit better. So overall, I like it. It's strange. It is confusing. Like, this is the Queen of Wands, for example, another example. No, it's not getting clearer than this. Wands being earth, an earthy color, passion of the heart, the creation, the natural creation, something like that. I noticed that I'm getting a bit quieter. Yeah, so in general, it feels strange, but I think it's it can be a nice way to exercise, you know, our minds, try something else, broaden our horizons. It gives us a different direction. And when we go on an adventure and we explore things, that doesn't mean that what we will find is always to our liking. I do really like the way it is illustrated. I really like the major arcana. I don't like the little white book. The cards are super slippery though. It's and last thing that's maybe nice to share, I did the first spread I did were questions to the deck. I think I got that from my girl Saturnian. To interview a deck that it's new. So my first question was, who are you? And I got the Queen of Cups with the sword. Again. Queen of Cups with the sword. Maybe this light is a little bit... Is that better? The Queen of Cups with the sword. So I was like, yeah. sensual expression, weird combinations of elements. What are you going to help me was my second question. That was, I got the star. I already showed it to you, but it's such a gorgeous card. And oh yeah, the card that was at the bottom as an extra adding was the Sun card. So, and the Sun card is interesting as well, I think, because it looks a bit like the Lovers, a Lovers card, because there are lovers on it. You see. It also raises questions, because why are these blocks here? Is it really an enlightenment? Anyway, but I saw it as, yeah, passionate, creation, a better time, star, wishes, goals, yeah, better time coming, and another extension to that, sun, warmth, love, something like that. Yeah, I hope you guys like this video. It was a little bit chaotic because I got distracted by the camera and the music, but jazz is a labyrinth of music, so I guess it does suit the topic. Do you know this deck? What do you think of it? What are your thoughts on it? On the colors and the changes and everything? I'd like to hear your opinion or read your opinion. So leave a comment, press the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I see you in the next video. Peace. Bye.